Hey guys, so I'm back for another flight recap. Recently on one of my videos I had someone reach out and we talked a little bit about one of the flights I did with the X-Cub and the crosswind landing that I did during that flight. It happened to be completely by chance that I did that crosswind landing with the X-Cub. It was about a 20 knot crosswind. It was way above what you're supposed to do with an X-Cub. I mean, the X-Cub had no business flying that day. But the airport I came out of didn't have that crosswind or something. I don't remember why. I just know that when I went up, I didn't have that problem. When I came down, I did. Anyway, the guy I talked to, he thought it was really cool that I did that landing, and so I figured I'd show you guys some more of those, and I happen to have a few more of those that I either did on purpose or that I just happened into. This is one of them. It's with a 737. Out of the airliners, if you guys see me flying an airliner, most of the time it will be the 737. I much prefer to fly the 737. It's a fun plane. It's still small enough and easy enough to fly realistically. The 747 and the A380, even the 777s and stuff, unless you're doing a really long haul flight, it's just not fun. 737, you can take off and fly for 30 minutes and then land again, and it seems like it's realistic. It seems like something you'd do. Obviously that's a little bit shorter than you'd do in real life, but it seems more appropriate versus taking off with a 747 and landing an hour later and you're like, why the hell did I do this? Why did I use a 747 when in real life we would have taken a 737? So anyway, let's get into it. We're taking off from KJFK, I believe. Yes, and we are going to Atlanta. This was single player mode, so I did do some time warp mode, the ×5 during the flight, so it should be a pretty quick flight. Here we go with takeoff. Now I can't actually view, and again, maybe there's a way to do this that I don't know about, but I know there was a crosswind during this takeoff, and I believe it was whatever the maximum is for the 737, because this one I did on purpose. And I actually looked up, hopefully you guys could hear that. The crosswind on this was whatever the maximum is for the 737. I set this flight up on purpose with a crosswind, and I looked up the maximum crosswind for a 737, and then input that into my weather, and flew that way. I think that's how I got to the X-Cub flight, actually. I think I was doing a crosswind for a different plane on purpose, and I left the settings that way accidentally, and ended up here. As you can see, I just stalled out the 737, but considering the wind, I think we'll let it slide. So we'll fast forward here a little bit. You can see we climbed up. I stalled it out again. But we'll skip over that. We'll pretend that did not happen. I don't know why I got into that flat spin with a 737. I have no idea. I don't know. I think it has something to do with the wind, but I don't remember exactly why I made that mistake. Anyway, we climbed up 30,000 feet. I believe that was our cruising altitude for most of the flight. And we'll zoom out here on the map so you guys can see that I am right there. Headed to Atlanta right there. And I don't remember if it was a crosswind or a headwind landing. I almost think I set it up for a headwind landing that day. But we'll be coming up on we're on the approach right now. We'll be coming up on the final soon. There you go. You can see me coming into K Atlanta there. Excuse me. I almost think it had to be a headwind landing because this does not look like a well, maybe it was. We'll see. Yeah, I think this was the headwind. Look at that touchdown. And I assure you, I did not use the auto landing feature. Although that is one of the benefits of the 737 if you decide to fly the 737 versus like the A380 and the 747. I believe most of those bigger jets on here do not have the auto land feature, but the long range ones do. So there was the landing, pretty uneventful. I believe it was a headwind landing, but it was definitely a crosswind takeoff. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm pretty sure I did bash the wing off the ground during that takeoff. It was just an experiment to see, you know, I looked up what the maximum crosswind was for the plane. And once I saw what it was, I wanted to see what it was like taking off with it. At the same time, I believe, like I said, I used it as a headwind when I landed. I think. And I'll let you guys see it one more time. From ATC view. See it coming in. And a good landing. So anyway, that's it for this flight recap. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.